I'm gonna go ahead and voice this over because it's gonna get copyrighted, but here I am dancing to Role Model's new song. I think it's High Hopes 300, and I'm really into it, okay? I'm getting into it. It's really hyping me up. I just finished putting my makeup on. I'm about to do my hair. You know, it's a process. Being a woman's hard. It takes a while to get ready for the day. So here I am, just jamming out to music, looking cute, feeling cute. And that's that, guys. Peace out. Have a great day. I know I will. Bye. Hello, long time no see. I am 1 week into my summer break. If you don't know already, I am a teacher, so I get the whole month of June and July off. My last day was May 29th, and I go back in August. Well, the first day of school is August 17th, which is one day before my birthday. I love and hate my birthday. I love being a Leo. August 18th makes me a Leo. I love being a Leo. I think Leos are one of the best signs out there. Next to, I think, Gemini. I recently met a Gemini, and I realized a lot of my friends are actually Geminis once I started getting into astrology. But Geminis are fun. Geminis are fun, and I think Geminis and Leos make good friends. That's all I say about that. But anyways, I am a Leo, and it is my summer break. But one thing I hate about my birthday is that it's so close to the school year. I think last year my birthday was the second week of school, and this year it's literally the second day of school. So that's not gonna be fun. I always celebrate my birthday a little bit early because of that. So I am celebrating the end of July. So I'm going to Japan for my birthday. I'm gonna be there for close to 2 weeks. It's I think 10 days or 11 days total, so close to 2 full weeks. But yeah, I'll tell you more about that later on. But so far I've been relaxing, kind of re-regulating my nervous system. Being a teacher takes a lot out of, I think, well, me personally, and I think a lot of teachers can attest to the fact that teaching is very draining mentally, emotionally, physically, and summers are definitely needed to recalibrate and regulate our nervous systems, at least for me. So I spent the past week, the first week of my summer break, just regulating my nervous system, sleeping in, getting my apartment cleaned. I've been deep cleaning, organizing, just getting set for the rest of the summer. So today I'm all ready for the day. I'm gonna head to a nearby marketplace that I love to do work at. I'm going to edit a wedding that I did in early May. I need to get that out. I think my timeline is 3 months, but I want to get it out before I head to Japan, just so I'm all set and ready, because once I get back from Japan, it's gonna be teacher mode. I'm gonna be back in the classroom, getting things set up, getting my lesson plans ready for the school year. So fun. So I'm gonna edit that wedding today. I need to finish up some planning for Japan. I have yet to book my hotel. I'm kind of worried at the prices. Well, I know the closer you get to a trip, the higher the prices get. So not looking forward to looking at that, but I need to get it done. Obviously, I need a place to stay. I'm just kind of like in between. Should I get a central location in Tokyo and then just travel everywhere from there? Or split it up into 2 stays, like 1 stay in Tokyo and then 1 stay in Kyoto or Osaka? Because I do want to do like those 2 regions of Tokyo. So yeah, that's what's making it difficult for me. I just need to get a better grasp of the lay of the land so I can make that decision a little bit better. But yeah, lots to say about that, but I gotta get my day started. Parking at this place is free until 3, so I wanna make good time so that I can get there and get some free parking. It's only $4, I think, for 2 hours. So if I need more time, I'll just go ahead and pay the $4 after 3 o'clock, but it's also probably gonna be less busy before 3. So I just want to enjoy a quiet little early afternoon there, getting some work done on my computer. And also it's not super hot right now. The sun's not in full blast. So I also want to take advantage of that. Luna's climbing up on the couch. She's probably wondering who I'm talking to. My baby. I love her so much. She's my baby. Anyways, I gotta get some real clothes on and head out. And then I'll talk to you later. I'll take you along for the ride. I'll show you around the little market area. It's super cute. So let's get some clothes on and head out. All right, here we go again. I'm just a little dancing queen today. I was dancing to Somewhere I Wish I Knew How to Quit You. This is a very fun song to dance to, fun to belt out the lyrics. I'm very passionate about these lyrics. They hit home for me because it's really difficult for me to just get over somebody, especially boys. I cannot get over boys. If I like you, God be with you. It's gonna be a journey. So that's all I have to say about that. All right, this is what I'm wearing. I decided to wear this sundress. I was gonna wear jeans and like a little tube top of some sort, but I wore that yesterday. So I'm wearing this because it's gonna get really hot. I live in Texas and it's been really hot lately. So I'm wearing this little maxi yellow sundress. It has like this little detailing in the back where you tie it. And I don't know if it's maxi, it's like a midi. I'm short, so it's like a semi maxi on me. It doesn't reach all the way to the bottom, but if I can go back more, I guess you can see it falls like at my shin, like below my shin actually, because I am short. I'm only 5'3", so I think it's supposed to be a midi, but on a short 5'3" girl like me, it's almost a maxi. But it's the perfect length, and I'm wearing some wedges. So I'm wearing these little rattan wedges. They're very comfy. And yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna do some little compute to work, some worky, some editing, some planning, and some purchasing of a hotel, possibly. Well, not possibly, like I legit need to buy it today. I legit need to do it. It's just, the money. But you know what? It is gonna be an adventure. I'm so excited. I'll share more once I get all the details done and dusted. But yeah, that's my day. Gonna head out. See you soon. So I have arrived and it's drizzling. It's very overcast and drizzly. I wanted to work outside, and that's why I dressed cooler, because yesterday it was so hot. I was wearing jeans and a tube top, and I was like suffocating in my jeans, and also my tube top, because the tube top is just like really tight, obviously at the top, and it was just like, yeah, I was sweaty. But I might have to work inside, and it's cold inside, and I didn't even bring a sweater or anything. Also, I want to mention that I got lip filler on Monday. It is now Friday, and I'm noticing my lips look a little fuller. Also, I have color on my lips to hide the bruising. It's mostly on my bottom lip. I never put like lipstick or any color on my lips. I just don't like the way it makes me look. Before I got filler, I felt like lipstick made my lips, specifically my upper lip, look thinner, like it highlighted my thin upper lip. But I don't know. I just got half a syringe, and I don't know. They're not fully healed yet. It takes 2 weeks. So apparently there's still a lot of swelling. If I really tighten my lips, you can see like the line of where she injected the filler. So if I get closer, I'm not sure you can see, but there's like a line right there. It goes straight across the top lip. And then on the bottom as well, it actually looks uneven. Like it looks like she injected lower on this side and higher here. But it's supposed to settle in more. It's still pretty firm to the touch, so it's not fully integrated into the tissue of my skin yet. But I need to show you the progression of my lips from like out of office to like now. I'll probably sit down at the end of this video and show you all the pictures that I took throughout the process. I can't talk right now. And yeah, I was freaking out at first. My lips were like taking up my whole face. by the end of the first day, and I was freaking the F out. But now I'm like regretting not getting the full syringe. I feel like I paid for a full syringe, but because you can't pay for a half a syringe, it comes in like one syringe. There's no half syringes. So they just dump the other half. But I'm regretting not just getting the full syringe because I paid for it. And I feel like after next week, week 2, my lips are going to go down so much that it's not going to look like I had anything done. Like without lipstick, I feel like it doesn't look like I had anything done on my lips. But yeah, that was like a side quest of a conversation. But yeah, it's drizzly. I don't want to work inside, but I guess I will. And then if it gets too chilly, ooh, there's a little covered patio I can work at. So I might work there. Okay, problem solved. So here I go. I'll take you along. I can't really like give you a little tour of the market now because it is drizzling, but maybe when I'm done, the rain will have subsided and I can walk around and give you a little tour of this area because it's so cute. All right, see you wherever I end up. All right, I'm back. It is so humid outside. I tried to work outside and I was out there for less than 5 minutes, probably less than 2 minutes. And then I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm suffocating. I'm sweating. This is not comfortable at all. So I put all my things back in my bag and I went inside and I worked inside, which was actually quite pleasant. It wasn't as cold as I thought it was going to be because I think just like the doors were opening off and on, and so the outdoor air was circulating inside, which was really nice. I did feel bad because I worked in the food court area and I didn't purchase anything while I was working, so I felt kind of judged by the employees around me, but I wasn't hungry at the time. But when I finished my little editing session, I was about to walk back to the car and I decided I'm starving, and there's a burger place there that I really like. They have a Wagyu beef burger and it's only $11, which I feel like is a steal. So I got a Wagyu beef burger and a little Dr. Pepper drink. I ate it at one of the open air restaurant areas and I didn't feel as bad eating there because I had purchased food from the food court area at that time. So I ate my food and then I headed out. When I got to my car, I couldn't find my keys. So I searched high and low for my keys and realized I left them somewhere along the way. So I checked both locations where I was working and eating and I didn't find anything. So I finally asked the concierge for my keys and they did indeed have my keys. So I was very grateful and thankful to find my keys. And yeah, that was an adventure. So that was interesting. I'm on my way home now. I have a call to answer in a bit. I decided I'm gonna answer or talk to this guy I met on Hinge. I hate these screener calls so much. I call them screener calls because it's like I feel like I'm on an interview. Most of my matches live in Austin. I live in San Antonio. There are just no San Antonio boys here that I'm interested in, and all my good matches are in Austin, which isn't surprising because Austin is filled with a plethora of people that are not even from Texas. So you have like New Yorkers, Californians. So there's lots of transplants in Austin. So there are guys that are more along what I'm looking for in Austin. So I have a lot of these screener calls prior to meeting them because I make them come to me. So I guess before they make the trip, they want to make sure I'm worthwhile, right? All right. It has been some time since I got home and got off the call with that guy from Hinge, and I don't know if you can tell, but I have been crying. I just felt very frustrated after that call and I guess disappointed. Nothing crazy happened during the call. He didn't say anything like super offensive. I was just honestly, truly just so annoyed with him and the way that he was speaking to me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and voice over this whole segment because I'm just a crying, blubbery mess. And if you know me, that's pretty typical for my channel, but I'm trying to stay away from that or steer away from all the crying. So here's my little synopsis of the call. Basically, this guy was an ignorant fool, okay? An ignorant fool. He was trashing on my Japan trip, saying that if I didn't know Japanese and if I didn't wear a kimono to bed or I wasn't obsessed with anime and ate sushi every day, that there was no reason for me to be visiting Japan. But bro, the whole reason of visiting another country is to immerse yourself in that culture and learn through immersion, gain a new experience. This man probably has never left his city before. At least that's how he was speaking to me. And then he kept on referring to me as a little girl and a baby girl. Bro, I don't even know you. I don't know you. Please don't call me your baby girl. Anyways, I was very frustrated with this man. He was the same age as me. We were both 37, but he was acting like time was not on my side, which I'm very well aware of. And I think that's the part that really broke the camel's back for me, if I'm saying the term correctly, was I told him, look, I'm not in a rush to meet anybody right now. I'm just looking at my options. And he said, yeah, you're only 37 going on 50. That's when I immediately said, all right, you're really annoying me right now. And you're right. I am older and I don't have time for this. So I'm over this call. And I hung up on him. The end. Bye. I don't know. I'm just over it. I think I've settled with the fact that maybe I'm just gonna be alone for the rest of my life because I just can't deal anymore. I can't deal. I'm tired. I'm tired. So it's just gonna be me. It's just gonna be me and Luna for the foreseeable future, and I'm gonna travel the world alone. I have been doing it alone. I think this is 2 years now, so let's just do it alone. I don't even know what to say anymore. Yeah, I'm sad. I'm frustrated. I'm annoyed. All the things. And maybe I'll see you later. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know. But for now, bye. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. You're sunbathing. You're sunbathing. You're so precious. I love you. You don't like the cinnamon? You don't like it? No. You ask me for life, should be mine. If it's so, I'm a love to Hello, it is the next day and I have recovered from my sorrow. And you know what? It's a new day. Every day is a new day and everything feels like the end of the world when it's happening. But then you wake up the next morning and you're like, wow, why was I crashing out like that? Why did I make it such a big deal? Anyways, it is already dinner time. I baked some sweet potatoes and I've been making this little, I don't know what to call it, but I saw the recipe on TikTok or Instagram, one of those, and she called it her take on like a healthy Mexican enchilada, I should say correctly, but it's just a sweet potato and some avocado. I'm not sure if you can see all of the ingredients. Avocado, some black beans, some Oaxaca cheese, and I use, what is it called? Greek yogurt as my sour cream. So it's nice and healthy. I quite enjoy it. I've had it twice already. You can even add like ground beef. I just thought of that right now. But yeah, gonna eat this up. All right, dinner time. All right, so I promised to give you all the details on my lip filler journey at the end of the video. So here I am fulfilling my promise. So it has been 1 full week since I got my lip filler on Monday this week. It is now Sunday. So 7 full days post-injection, and I'm actually really happy with how they look right now. Apparently, it takes 2 full weeks to see the full results of your lip filler, which kind of saddens me because I like where they're at right now. So in 1 more week, I feel like they're gonna reduce in size even more. But everybody's anatomy is different, everybody heals differently, so I'm crossing my fingers that this is the final result because I really like them. That is far from how I felt out of office. So on Monday, right after she injected the half syringe, she injected a little over a half syringe, so 0.6 milliliters. And then she showed me what they looked like after the half syringe, and I already was so scared. I was so scared. I actually said, I hate them. I don't want to go any further. So we had decided before she injected the filler that she would show me after the half syringe what they look like. And if I wanted to go further than a half syringe, then we would go from there. So after the first dose, I was already hating the way that they looked. But now when I look back, they weren't that bad. Actually, I think it was just like the initial shock, and obviously you're putting a needle in your lips, so there is that initial trauma. My lips were super red. Obviously they were traumatized by all the poking and prodding, and then they were extremely swollen. I looked like I had duck lips, which was the look I was not going for. Like, I wanted to avoid duck lips at all costs, but that's what they look like in the moment. When I look back, they really didn't look that bad. So here's a picture of what they looked out of office. Luna is currently behind the camera, so if the camera topples over, it's because she's investigating. She's doing a little sniff test right now. Anyways, she seems to be chill. So this is how they looked out of office. Voila. And now that I look back, I am thinking to myself, Risa, they weren't that bad. Because it only got worse. It only got worse. By the end of the day, Luna, no, don't do that. All right, I grabbed Luna because she was attacking the camera. She doesn't want to be here right now, but I'm gonna force her. So like I was saying, it only got worse throughout the day. By the end of the day, I look like a Bratz doll. Here are some pictures. So here's the progression. So that night I went to bed and I was thinking to myself, what did you do to your face, Risa? What did you do to your face? Like, I just be doing things. I just be doing things for the plot because I'm bored, and the plot was not plotting, okay? That's how I felt. So it only got worse. And then day 2, that morning, same thought. I was like, what did you do to your face? This is not getting any better. But then day 3 is when things started to get a little better. Things started to chill out. I could see my lips going down. The ducky face was still there, but it was decreasing significantly. And I think by day 4 is when all of the trumpets started sounding lower and lower, and I started feeling better about my decision. And I think it was maybe yesterday or the day before that I felt 100% confident in my decision, and I'm happy. I'm happy with them. They look really good. I'll probably give you a closer look in a bit, but I have Luna right here. She's so calm right now. She's sitting in mommy's lap. Okay, I let you go. All right. So I don't know if I did a great job explaining that, but long story short, I hated them. They only got worse. They only got bigger. I only got scareder and more regretful of my decision until the day that they just looked normal all of a sudden, and the birds were chirping, the sky was blue, the rainbows were out, and my lips were cute. Here's my lips. You see them? I don't think it looks like I did very much, which was the look that I was going for. I wanted it to look very natural and just like a little bit of an enhancement. I am getting older and I feel like my lips were just thinning out a little bit. And then with my rhinoplasty, my tip was lifted more because previously I had kind of like a hook nose at the tip, so I just felt like I had more space in between my nose and my upper lip, and I wanted to decrease that a little bit and kind of balance my face out, and I feel like that's the look that I achieved. So I'm really happy about it. And girls, just trust the process. It's one of those things that you just gotta trust the process. I got some cat hair in my lip gloss now, but 100% best decision. And if you're thinking about it, I would recommend doing it. You're gonna freak out at first, it's okay, but trust the process. And I hope that was helpful. I think this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for coming along for this chatty video. I hope to see you on the next one. It's summer break, so I hope to be posting at least one video a week at minimum. And then I'm gonna post my whole Japan trip. So can't wait for you guys to see that. That's gonna be very fun for me to edit and put together. It's gonna be an exciting journey, and I hope that you come along. So, bye guys.